Welcome back to the Virtual Multicultural Canada Day celebration presented by the Community Folk Art Council of Toronto.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, I'm Parmi Takar, your host for this virtual celebration of Canada Day. Joining me in the studio is my co-host Mike Anklewitz. This digital celebration has been made possible by our partners at the Ministry of Canadian Heritage. We are continuing with the program we began earlier this evening, the Evening Showcase, which began at 5 p.m., and this is a continuation of our day-long celebrations of the Multicultural Canada Day, which began at 12 noon with the afternoon showcase as well. We would also like to mention that the program performances you see today have all been either following social distancing measures in performing or have come from the archival video recordings of the ensembles we present today. Just a reminder, if you're joining us on Facebook, you do have the option of turning off the auto captions generated by Facebook for the viewing experience. Just before we proceed to our performances, I would just like to mention the board of directors responsible for putting together this programming. The board of directors of CFAC include Catherine Limberty, Mary Jane Warner, Fatih Caracacelli, Odette Aguinaldo, Grace Leon, and Anna Gomes. Thank you so much, and with this, we proceed to our first performance of this section. Before this, we would just like to make a very quick announcement about the very exciting fireworks. So go ahead, Mike.
So I think it's the Downtown Young BIA is bringing you virtual fireworks, and you can access that by downloading the SnapHub app, SNAPDHUB, SnapHub app. And that celebration, I think, will also feature Chris Hadfield, astronaut, and it starts at 9:30 p.m. So just after we finish up here, you'll be able to go on your SnapHub app and view those fireworks, the virtual fireworks from the Downtown Young BIA.
And we will finish on time, so we hope you can enjoy the fireworks. So moving on to our first performance, which we're very excited to bring to you. Our first feature group of this segment is the Heritage Singers. They are a 30-member group composed of adults who like to sing popular songs and share Caribbean and African folklore with others. They have performed at international folk festivals worldwide and at the Canadian National Exhibition, where, along with the renowned Jamaican poet best known as Miss Lou, they welcomed Queen Elizabeth. They will be singing two beautiful songs. Please enjoy.
Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. These songs of freedom, 'cause all I ever had, redemption song. Jah is my health and my strength, so whom shall I fear? He's my shield upon my right and my left hand, so whom shall I be afraid?
Jah is my guide through the pestilence of darkness. So whom shall I fear? He is my guide from the vampire of hell. So whom shall I be afraid?
Beautiful and powerful singing that touches the soul from heritage singers. Our next group, the Kodai Ensemble, was established in 1960 and is dedicated to preserving Hungarian folk dances, songs, and traditions. This year marks their 60th anniversary. There are groups for children, youth, and adults within this group. Today, we are sharing with you dances from their last performance before the COVID social distancing, from their annual dance groups ball. Please enjoy these beautiful dances by them. The wonderful children and performers of the Kodai Ensemble. What a joy to watch the next generation perform these folk dances. Our next group, Así es mi tierra Peru, was formed to spread Peruvian culture. Today they perform the dance El Pacasito. El Pacasito is a dance from the border province of Ayacucho in the region of Piura. This dance has a message of solidarity, joy, and tribute to Mr. Capti. This dance has been danced in almost all corners of the province, and in some places it's also known as Choco Zapateadores. Please enjoy. And that was Así es mi tierra Peru, performing Peruvian dance. Our next group, the Radosh Joy Vocal Dance Group, started as a church choir in Mississauga in 1992 and has grown to become a multi-talented and layered group of young people who have presented both Polish and Canadian culture at folklore festivals around the world, most recently at last year's Zacatecas International Festival in Mexico. Please enjoy this wonderful performance by them. And that was the Radosh Joy vocal dance group. Our next group, Tol Canada, was established in 2005 to represent folk dances of Punjab in northwestern India, especially Bhangra and its allied musical instrument, the Tol. The group, under the leadership of master drummer and Tol player Gurpreet Singh, has performed throughout Ontario at professional events, festivals, and special occasions. We hope you enjoy. That was Tol Canada. Amazing energy and really fun music. We hope you enjoyed. Our next group, the Academy of Serbian Folk Dancing, promotes and fosters traditional dances and music of Serbia and related performing arts. There are over 450 participants divided into 7 ensembles and 1 folk band. This dance you're about to watch is called Sisovo do Tete from the eastern Serbian region and is inspired by village young people dancing together during the holidays. Please enjoy. What fine ensemble work! And that was the Academy of Serbian Folk Dancing Association. When they travel abroad, they proudly represent Canada, and when at home, they proudly bring the Serbian flavor into the fine multicultural character of Canada. And for that, they are known as the Pride of Canada, Soul of Serbia. What a wonderful, wonderful group. Moving on to our next group, the Toronto Swedish Folk Dancers. The Toronto Swedish folk dancers strive to preserve and enhance the rich traditions of Swedish folk dance and music. They perform at various events and concerts in their traditional costumes. They enjoy sharing their rich heritage with the Scandinavian community and the Toronto area with performances and concerts. Please enjoy. was the Toronto Swedish folk dancers. We now move on to our next group, the Rancho Folklorico Amigos Dominio de Toronto. This group was founded in 1977. This group is also one of the oldest clubs that represent the Minho region of Portugal, with the events that it organizes throughout the year, as well as through its dance ensemble, which performs locally as well as internationally. Please enjoy this performance by them. And that was the Rancho Folklorico Amigos Dominio de Toronto, and it's one of the oldest clubs that represent the Minho region of Portugal, and with the events that they they organize and participate in here in Toronto. We will now welcome our guest ensemble from Quebec.
Yes, our guest ensemble from Quebec, Manigance Compagnie de Danse, founded in 1984 by Lise Sirani. Manigance is originally from Sainte-Marie, Beauce, Quebec. The troupe has several dancers, all from Beauce, who perform exclusively Quebec heritage dances. Please enjoy this wonderful performance by them.
now our final group of this section, the Toronto Morris Men. The Toronto Morris Men uphold the tradition associated with the seasons, usually part of celebrations designed to celebrate the coming of spring. While the origins of Morris dancing is unknown, it is certain that Morris dancing has been done in England since before the 1400s. In this video you're about to watch, you will see them dancing at a folk dance festival that took place in Zacatecas, Mexico, but you will also see some of their other adventures at this festival. We hope you enjoy. dance, music, celebration, joy, and sharing with communities that are our own and beyond our own, locally, nationally, and internationally. That was the performance of the Toronto Morris Men at the Folk Dance Festival in Zacatecas, Mexico, as well as some of their adventures. We would like to thank you all for joining us today, and before we have a few parting words, we would also like to thank all of these beautiful ensembles and artists who joined us today. Going very quickly through this wonderful list of artists, we had with us today Nimkii Osawamick, Tamar, Ilana, and the Ventanas, Ballet Folklorico de Puro de Mexico, Ensemble Topaz, Ori Shalva Company, the Hawaiian Pacific Dance Ensemble, Dilan Dance Company, Myong Kim Dance Company, the Tabriz Azerbaijani Music and Dance Ensemble, Fiesta Filipina Dance Troupe of Canada, Izvora, the Uyghur Canadian Learning Center artists, Esmeralda Enrique Spanish Dance Company, Habiba's Egyptian Dance Ensemble, Tonatiu Mexican Folklore Group, Ensemble Makedonka, Sassoon Dance Ensemble, the Heritage Singers, the Kodai Folk Dance Ensemble, Así es mi tierra Peru, Radosh Joy Vocal Dance Group, Tol Canada, Academy of Serbian Folk Dancing Association, the Toronto Swedish Folk Dancers, Rancho Folklorico Amigos Dominio de Toronto, and our guest ensemble Manigons Compagnie de Danse from Quebec, and the Toronto Morris Men. We thank you all, and we have a few final words of parting, or sweet parting, from our board member, Catherine Limberty.
En français.
Alors, merci beaucoup. Comme dernier mot, je veux vous remercier, nos spectateurs et nos auditeurs, pour rester avec nous pendant une très longue journée, mais j'espère bien que vous avez aimé notre spectacle. Je remercie tous les groupes qui ont participé, qui ont donné leur précieuse collaboration avec notre festival virtuel du Canada. C'est la première fois que nous faisons ça. Espérons que ça sera aussi la dernière parce que l'année prochaine, on veut se voir en vrai au Square Young Dundas à Toronto ou sinon chez vous. Nous sommes tous, j'espère, libres à voyager dans l'an 2021. Je veux aussi remercier notre équipe de production. Il y a Parmi Dakar et Mike Anklewich qui nous ont tellement bien aidés à faire cette production. Je vous souhaite tous et toutes la bonne santé, une bonne fête du Canada et surtout, je veux remercier notre généreuse ministère du patrimoine canadien qui nous a aidés et présenté ce spectacle virtuel de la fête du Canada. Bonne fête à tout le monde et bon été à vous.
And thank you, Catherine, and thank you to all the board members at the Canadian Folk Art Council of Toronto. Thank you all for joining us for this segment of our Canada Day Virtual Multicultural Celebration Evening Showcase. The program was made possible by our partners at the Ministry of Canadian Heritage. Please stay tuned. Get your apps ready. The Snapped Hub app, SNAPDHUB, Snapped Hub app. And get ready for virtual fireworks coming to you at 9:30 p.m. with their host, Chris Hadfield. Astronaut Chris Hadfield is going to help count down to those fireworks starting at 9:30, and that's brought to you by the Downtown Young BIA. And thank you. Happy Canada Day from all of us at the Community Folk Art Council. Have a great night, and thank you very much for joining us.